Hey y'all, welcome back. So we're here with the recap of season 4, episode 2 of Insecure. So the episode opens up with Condola and Issa checking out the block that she's gonna have her block party on. So of course, they're vibing. Then the Lawrence thing gets in the way, and they automatically decide to not make it awkward about somebody who puts mayonnaise on his French fries. Yuck, I knew he was the type, but I'm so glad that the ladies were able to put aside their differences. I'm a part of the minority that believes that you can definitely be friends with someone who used to be with your ex in the space that they weren't friends beforehand. So Condola and Issa didn't really know each other before, when Issa and Lawrence was together. So I see no problem with it. Yeah. So then the girls are gathered at Kelly's house and they're getting ready for Halloween. So Molly then sheds light on what's going on with her and Asian Bae. Her and Issa clearly have not been able to sit down and really talk much about it. She finally gave it up to Asian Bae. She was talking about how that was good. And, you know, she decided to put her pee on pause. She feels like Asian Bae is not really connecting with her besides on the surface level. He doesn't really want to talk about what's going on in his life. It's not about like going out and having sex. He really doesn't want any parts of it. So Molly took it upon herself to put her on pause. Okay. She wanted to see if there's something more than physical between the two. And I get that. I get Molly with that. So of course Issa's still messing with TSA Bay Gabe. Another sex scene from Insecure. They've been hinted with that this season. The condom went missing up in Miss Issa. I don't really, yeah, that was really different. Whatever. So, the scene goes into Condola and Lawrence out eating, and of course, Lawrence asks for mayonnaise for his fries. Condola laughs because the inside joke between her and Issa, and Lawrence is immediately like uncomfortable. You can see it all over his face. He does not like it, and we know it's finna be some shit. So he, of course, hooks up with his homeboys, and they tell him like, you gotta cut that down, But if you say something to Issa, you're kind of bitter. And if you say something to Condola, she'll take it the wrong type of way. So he's trying to figure out what can he say and to who so that he won't be brought up in their conversations. In my opinion, he does not want Issa to tell Condola, oh, he used to be a bum. I used to take care of him. He didn't have no job. Da, 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 da. He's scared that Issa's going to run Condola away. But it's like, Condola already told him, we're not really discussing you like that. It just happened. And, Lawrence just doesn't get it. So, in my opinion, like, he should let it go. Then he proceeds later on in the episode to pull up on Issa and say, hey, can you just not mention me at all when discussing Condola? Like, what? Nobody's really pressed to talk about you. It's clearly a way for them to get over the awkwardness of the situation, but the ladies have decided to be adults and not let that relationship, a new relationship to Condola and a past relationship to Issa, get in the way of their growing friendship and business relationship. I thought that was so wild. He could have really just called her over the phone, but he went and pulled up on her at her house. I hope this is not a way for Issa to try to swindle Lawrence back in Issa's life. I'm not here for it. I do not want to see it. Please save us. So also, Issa and Molly are out for lunch, and they had a lunch date scheduled, but of course beforehand Issa was meeting with Condola. So when Molly shows up for the lunch date, Condola's leaving and Issa extends an olive branch and says, hey Condola, you're hungry, you can just sit here and eat. No big deal. Molly's clearly not feeling it. It's over her face. It's over her. It's on her body language. Like she's not here for it. Issa's just still like, Condola, you can stay. I'm not really here for like selfish friends. I mean, I get where Molly coming from, but I don't like insecure friends. And to me, Molly only has a problem with Condola because she's with Lawrence. If Issa's clearly over the situation, Molly should not take it upon herself to have a problem with Condola. That makes no sense to me. Her being, I guess, selfish with her friend, I guess that works for some people. But her just having an issue, I believe it mainly lies within Condola's relationship with Lawrence, which is not cool. So Molly then proceeds during the next scene to have the dinner with Andrew, where she talks about, her wanting them to get deeper into their relationship. Of course, he's like, nah. First of all, he didn't even want to stay in the house for her. He wanted to pull up to the Summer Walker concert and boo on the low. You could have missed that. But no shade. Yeah, but he didn't want to hear what Molly had to say. He was like, I'm not really interested in deep diving in my feelings. I want to go to the concert. And Molly's like, you can go. She's trying to get more out of him, like, what's up with your sisters, what's up with your brothers, and he's just not giving. And I can understand Molly's concern with that. She's feeling him and she wants to take the relationship to the next level beyond their sexual chemistry. She wants it to be more, but he's clearly not feeling that. So she calls Issa to try to tell her about it, and of course Issa's out at a concert, and Molly's clearly just upset. She feels like Issa doesn't have time for her, clearly, and I can honestly see in the future them not being friends. It makes so much sense. So they close out the episode with them hiking up the mountains, and of course Molly's talking about her issue. Issa automatically tell her, like, damn girl, like, you found an issue with everything. Closing out the episode with their self-care Sunday, they were hiking up the mountains. Molly's just telling her about her weekend with Andrew. And so Issa decides to be honest with her and say, like, damn girl, aren't you tired? Because I'm tired for you. Like, you're creating all these problems in all your relationships. So then Andrew proceeds to call Molly, where he apologizes for not opening up to her and saying if he gives her a little time, that she gives him a little time, that he'll open up more to her. So issue resolved. Honestly, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I feel Molly on her just, expressing to him, hey, this is what I want from us. And maybe Issa is wrong for not hearing her out. But can you blame her? Literally in all of Molly's relationships, she finds a problem within it. Besides when she was with Dro, who was married, she just finds a problem with all the relationships that she's in. Granted, never settling, but Issa's like, girl, aren't you tired of that shit? And not to be biased, because Issa got her shit with her too. Because she also mentions that TSA Bay got 2 kids, 1 on the way, and her plan B's was becoming her plan A's. And now that's a whole lot of shit. So both of them really need to get it together with relationships. But Issa's not pretending and going into... It's like Molly wants the same results out of every guy, and everybody's different. I honestly believe the two are outgrowing the friendship. Like, both of them are, like, changing, and they're just not a good fit for each other anymore. And that's really sad. And that's really the conversation that needs to be had. It's not even Issa and Lawrence anymore. It's more so Issa and Molly, and outgrowing your own personal relationships with your friends. Sometimes when you grow in 2 different directions, or other people outgrow you. I don't know. I will say I have to give it up to Molly. Like, it made sense for her to call out Andrew, because if you want to nip something in the bud, you got to do it from the beginning. Okay? But her and Issa, they need to do away with each other. I'm sorry, but that chapter has now closed. Next episode, I'm excited. I mean, I don't really know. These short episodes, I can't really tell what's going to happen. I don't think it should be an hour, to be honest. We were really being uproar then, but I don't know. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode and what you think of Molly and Issa's relationship. Until next time.
He say he want a bad bitch, come make it nasty, hella